Campaign 2016 segment tonight. New Fox News poll will come out tomorrow, and that will reflect the recent debate and the Access Hollywood fiasco. Joining us now from Salem, Virginia, where he's campaigning, the man running with Donald Trump, Governor Mike Pence. So, Governor, have you and Mr. Trump reconciled the Syria situation? In your debate, you said USA should immediately establish safe zones that would help refugees, but it also required troops to do that. Mr. Trump said in his debate he kind of disagrees with that. He'd concentrate on knocking out ISIS before dealing with the refugees. Where are you guys on Syria right now?
Well, you bet. We talked about it the next morning, and frankly, Martha Raddatz just mischaracterized my position. I mean, what I said in the debate was that Donald Trump and my position is that to deal with the crisis in Aleppo, where you've got hundreds of thousands of people in harm's way, including 100,000 kids, that you've got to establish safe zones with the international community. That's been Donald Trump's position long-standing. I did say that to secure those safe zones that we should be prepared to use military force, if necessary, to allow the people to evacuate Aleppo and to get to those safe areas. The way she presented it, it was as though she, I think, you know, she conflated that with broader military action against the Assad regime.
It was kind of a gotcha.
That's not been Donald Trump's position.
I don't understand, and this is just an aside, why you guys don't do the NATO option and have NATO establish these safe zones rather than the USA carrying the whole thing.
Well, I think there can be. I think there's already a framework for international community to come together around safe zones. But what Donald Trump said is, we need to provide the humanitarian assistance, establish safe zones, but then go after ISIS.
But everybody
and focus
knows that.
on destroying ISIS at their source. Right.
Okay, but you know, as you put out, there are kids dying right now. I'd like to see a little more urgency on the part of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Now, women. I talked with Trump last night about women. You're going to lose the election if you can't convince more American women to vote for you. So I asked Trump, is there any strategy to target women? And I'm going to ask you that as well. In the campaign, you have to get more women to vote for you. Is there any strategy to do that right now?
Well, I think the strategy is just the message, Bill. I really do believe. I just finished up a rally here in Virginia, and you see the enormous crowds that come out for Donald Trump. There's women and men who are responding to his call that we've got to rebuild the military, we've got to stand tall in the world stage.
Right.
But honestly, more jobs, more opportunities, more school choice, ending the scourge of illegal immigration. I mean, you covered that more than anybody else.
You guys have been saying
of criminal aliens in our communities is a concern to women and men in America.
But here's the dilemma. You've been saying this since July in the convention, both of you, and the message has been pretty consistent. You're still way behind in the polls with women, and the Access Hollywood thing didn't help you. So I'm saying in the last 4 weeks of the campaign, you're going to make a special effort to get more women on board. And it seems like you're not. You're just going to have the same message. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying that I'm just asking to see if you have any breakout on women.
Well, I honestly believe that Donald Trump's message is much more than a slogan, Bill. It's that the people of this country know that for the last 7.5 years, under the leadership of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, we've weakened America's place in the world. We've retreated from the world stage. Our economy is struggling. We're walking away from our most cherished constitutional traditions. And as I'm campaigning across the country, I see as many women as I do men who are being drawn to that message.
Yeah, but the numbers
we're going to continue to drive that, and also draw the
tomorrow.
contrast on ethics between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. This avalanche of emails, Bill, is just astounding. Even revelations today that have come out that where now John Podesta apparently told a U.S. senator that he agreed that the Iranian deal was the worst deal since the 1940s.
Yeah, that's the gift that keeps on giving to you guys, that hacked email thing. I wanted to ask you about your peer, Senator Kaine. When you were debating Kaine, and I think you won the debate, and I said that here on The Factor. What was your measure of Kaine? How did you think he presented himself?
Well, you know, honestly, when I got up from the table, I thought we pretty much gave as good as we got. But, you know, some people thought I won that debate. But honestly, I thought Donald Trump won the debate. I thought the ability for me to be there and make the case for Donald Trump's message, make the case for the choice in this election is really what carried
all right, so you're saying that your message was stronger. But Kaine's delivery...
I think the message was stronger.
Kaine's delivery was not as authoritative, maybe, than yours. He was a little more... He was trying to basically goad you or bait you into some of these things. I'm sure you knew that, right?
Yeah, well, sure. Well, it was kind of amusing to me to hear him say in the debate a couple of times that we were running an insult-driven campaign at the same time that he was going through a long, obviously memorized laundry list of insults and mischaracterizations of Donald Trump's positions. But, you know, for me, that night, my objective was really to draw the contrast between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, between really not just two candidates,
so
but really two futures.
Him?
And I was very humbled to be part of it.
You were ignoring him?
No, it was hard to ignore him after he interrupted me 72 times, but, you know,
yeah, he beat you by 30, wasn't it?
Debate like
71 to 40. You got him 40 times. All right, now.
Yeah, I wasn't counting, but I'll tell you, I thought it was a good, vigorous debate, and if we came away with people understanding how clear a choice this is,
it is a clear
I'm grateful
choice.
To have the opportunity.
To be honest, and you know I always am, I mean, you're 7 points behind nationally. And tomorrow we'll tell the tale on the polling this week, because the new polls will come out reflecting the Access Hollywood thing and the debate. Yeah, but so Bill, you're 7 down.
Bill, I got to tell you something. Honestly and truly. Look, A, the only poll that matters is going to be finished on November the 8th. B, there's something going on in America right now. The people that you speak for with such a clarion voice, the people you so affectionately call the folks have had it with the direction of this country. They're tired of an America, you know, apologizing to our enemies, abandoning our friends. They're tired of a weak and listless economy. 156,000 jobs created in September, a 1% growth economy. People know we can do better.
Yeah, well, the polls show that too.
I got to tell you, this is a movement of the American people, and I wouldn't be the least bit surprised that what you saw happen in the primaries, where Donald Trump ended up overperforming the polling in state after state, didn't come around this fall when the American people show up and make their voice be heard and make him the next president.
We appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much.